What do you mean? They told you were mean?
It is June. It's Friday. It's like the 15th or the 16th, one of these days. But I just left the doctor's office. Had my blood drawn again. Had the ultrasound, and when I walked into the hospital, I really felt like I had to pee. So I didn't know if they needed a sample or not, so I held it. I got upstairs. She said she didn't need a sample and empty my bladder before she did the ultrasound because they were going to do... Who messed with my mirrors? Sorry. She said she was going to... They said they needed to do ultrasound and blood work until either one, they found baby, or two, they found blood, or I started bleeding. And so this morning I had no blood or anything, no cramping, no nothing. And when I went to empty my bladder, blood and little bits of tissue, I thought I would react a little bit different than I did when I saw it, but I kind of looked at it and was like, okay, it is starting. The ultrasound lady, she's awesome. Her name is Debbie. And I came out and I was like, my miscarriage has started. And she said, I said, is it necessary to do it? And she said, yeah, I still need to do it so I can make sure that the lining is breaking down. I said, okay. So she put her little condom on the probe, and she checked, and she said, I do see it breaking down. I do see that it's starting to pool and work its way down. She said the good thing that I have going on is that because my lining is 1.3 centimeters, it's not a lot that needs to come down. So she said it should only be 1 to 2 days of bleeding, and that what she sees on my left side could be a little minor polyp that could have swollen from the pregnancy and all that. So she said that she's not really worried about that. They did give me my order for my RhoGAM shot since I am Rh negative, and now I know I'm B negative blood type. So they were trying to get me to do everything today. I went down to the other office for the RhoGAM shot, but she said it takes an hour to order the CBC information, and then it takes another hour to get the actual shot. And I just didn't want to sit in the hospital for 2 hours. I didn't want to sit in the office full of beautifully pregnant women, there to get checkups and ultrasounds. And it's not even out of a hating thing or they're pregnant and I'm not pregnant. It's just, I just didn't want to sit there. I can't imagine how many people would have went in and out of the office in that, time frame. So she gave me an appointment for Monday to go in for my RhoGAM shot. She said by Monday the gist of everything should be over and done with. She did tell me, this is Debbie now, I'm sorry, upstairs in my doctor's office, Debbie did tell me I can feel free to take a pain reliever now, so that once pain was to start or cramping, it would be very mild for me, which I did in the office. I had, I packed pads in my bag, and I packed, I guess I'm not going fast enough for these people. I don't give two shits. Fuck you and fuck where you're trying to go. I did pack them. So I went ahead and drank this really amazingly awful tasting vitamin water out of the vending machine, and one of those. So I went ahead and took it. I had no pain while she was doing my ultrasound, so I think I'm numb, to be honest with you. I think that I think I'm focused. I think I'm focused on my girls. I think I'm focused on what I already have here on this earth now, and I feel like my baby, is safe in the arms of my Lord, and safe in the arms and being watched over by my grandmother, who I keep around my neck. My grandmother died in November of 2016, and I think I only take her off of my neck to shower. I just don't know. I mean, I've been really upbeat about everything, as far as everybody can see and what you can see. I've been very upbeat. I can't stand when I crack my windows and it sounds like a heartbeat in my car. I've been really upbeat, and I've been really staying positive and looking forward. And I think the only time I cried was when I was in the hospital the second time, when you guys saw me on live. I think I really cried then. I really accepted everything then. Even though my numbers were going up and everything, I really felt like I already knew what was going to happen. And I needed a good cry yesterday, and I had one. One of my followers and one of the people that I'm subscribed to, Simply Tanika, left the most beautiful and amazing message that I just needed to cry. And I had a good cry, and I just feel like I'm gonna move forward. I feel like everything is happening for a reason, in the order that it's supposed to. My husband asked me, do I think if we tried too early? And to be honest with you, even with all of this, I don't think so. I think this, as sad as it may sound, gives me reassurance that my body still works. It gives me reassurance that I can bring and create life again. I don't know, guys. I really don't. I don't want to come off as cold, because I definitely am not cold in any way. I definitely feel like everyone feels, and I don't know where this leads me right at this moment. I don't know if, I will let this miscarriage happen. Well, I mean, I have to let it happen, but I don't know if I will go through the motions of this miscarriage and then when I get my cycle, decide, okay, I'm going to try again this cycle. I don't know if I'm going to turn around and get my cycle and say, not right now, or the next cycle, type thing. Right now it's a great debate in my household with my husband on let's do it again right away. The way he's looking at it is, we came so close and we got this far. I will never forget June 1st, 2018, and I will never forget June 15th or 16th, whatever the fuck day it is. I will not forget that shit either, but on a standpoint of a woman and on a standpoint of me, for this amount of time I had a beautiful being growing inside of me, and now before 9 months has passed, I'm gonna have a beautiful creation come out of me that I will never get to give a name to. I will never get to swaddle. I will never get to sing to. I will never get to ask if they're embarrassed of me. And that's a lot. That's a roller coaster in itself, So jumping back in the saddle right away, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I just think that everything that we read when we see people say take your time, do what you need to do, I think that is a valid thing. I think making life and creating life is amazing. It's amazing to know that one egg in one cell could conjoin with itself and turn into cells and multiply and multiply and multiply, and a little nub can turn into a little fish-like creature that can turn into a little person that can turn into you finding out what you're having and you giving birth and you hearing that first cry. And I think it's amazing. And I will say again, I don't regret ever getting my tubes tied. I feel like at that moment in my life, that is something that I needed to do. It was something that was supposed to be and something that was supposed to happen. And I don't know what could have happened or transpired if I hadn't, but I don't regret that. I don't regret getting them untied. I don't regret this moment now of solitude and just the feeling of being numb and lost. I don't know where all of this takes me, but I appreciate it. And I know somewhere down the road is my wind full of dandelions with my baby on the end. And I'm okay with that. I just think that I'm gonna just focus on the present and the right now, and I'm gonna go wherever the wind blows me. That's all that I can do. I really wanted that first cycle baby because in my mind my tubes would close, I would get scar tissue, I wouldn't heal right. But I have the reassurance that everything works. They offered for me to do the test where they put the dye through and make sure everything's open. I don't want to bother anything in there. I think it would be unnecessary for me to do right now. I know it works. I was pregnant. Do I have a fear that when I do try again and I get that positive, that I'm going to be batshit crazy and want to keep getting HCG tests and want to keep, testing and being nervous if the line isn't dark already, being nervous if, yeah, I think that's all going to happen to me. I think I'm going to be a person that my husband doesn't want to deal with. because I think that that's what will happen. I think I will constantly want to test. I will constantly want to see it darker. I know now I can go on the website requestatest.com and do my own HCG. I think that. Do I think I will go completely bananas until I get an ultrasound and see that there is a fetal pole and a heartbeat? Yes, I do. But that's okay. I can deal with that. I can take that. But I have to remember that I'm just not dealing with myself and my emotions. I'm dealing with my husband's. And even though I feel as though he does not understand where I'm coming from as far as not wanting to try, like, right this moment, and not wanting to give a solid answer of yes, I want to try now, and no, I want to try now, I understand where he's coming from. You know, we have 3 children, 2 together. I understand that he's trying to get back a feeling of something he believes that he lost out on, you know, and I'm going to try to respect everything going every which way, you know, but at the same time I have to respect myself, and I have to do what I think my body needs to do at the right moment. I mean, she told me by being so early that I can have this miscarriage and then 2 weeks from now have a cycle, and I can conceive. You know, when I go back Monday, I will go upstairs and talk to my doctor, Dr. Lurkey, and see her feelings towards everything. You know, because at the end of the day, if they tell you to wait 6 weeks and you don't, it's just their opinion of what you should do. It's not written in stone, you know, but at the same time I would have to deal with her as being my doctor, and you know, I would want to express to her, you know, this is what I'm feeling and this is what I want to do right now, you know, and just give her the heads up. I don't want to scoop and surprise anything on them. I want to know, you know, okay, if I do get a positive test and I give you a call, how long from when I tell you I have a positive test will I have an ultrasound? Will I start getting my HCG done? But they've already told me that by them knowing I had a tubal reversal, that they would start checking the HCG as soon as I tell them I have a test. But I just want to know her protocol and what exactly and how exactly they do things. So I have a lot weighing on my heart and a lot weighing on my shoulders, and I'm going to be positive 110% regardless of whatever. And, you know, I just want to be happy, you know, and I just want to be healthy. But we'll see, guys. Hopefully you got to see the video of when I retested. There's more videos to come. As I said, I'm just going to take a little time. What do they say? I take a little time and enjoy the view. I'm just going to take a little time and enjoy the view. And I will definitely keep you guys updated and posted on what I decide, when I decide, and how I decide to go move forward. I hope everyone that is in their 2-week window is maintaining their sanity and having a good day. For those who really want to test and don't know if they can wait to 10 DPO, I will tell you that the first response early 6 day will detect it. I don't want to say that to encourage you, but I'm just saying, if you really want to test, that's what I used, and it gave me some great results. And for those who are either in the middle of testing, don't be discouraged if you get negatives first, because that doesn't mean that you won't get a positive the next day. Until you see blood, stay optimistic, because I'm optimistic for each and every one of you guys. Everyone who has started their journey and is beginning their journey, great decision, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the other side and seeing your stories. For any new subscribers, thanks for subscribing. You'll get some awesome content and some colorful language from me. Nothing is ever usually the same. If you are watching my channel or subscribed to my channel and you are watching some other channels that you think are some amazing channels, please put them in my comments. I love to watch all kinds of journeys, whether it's TTC, weight loss, anything, single mom by choice. I love to watch everybody's journeys. Definitely leave them in my comments. If you have a channel, please leave that in my comments. I would love to subscribe and watch you and watch everything going on in your life. I enjoy making my videos. I enjoy the sisterhood that I have. I really know now I have a very, very amazing group of sisters and women, and maybe some men on here who support me, and they have helped me through this huge point in my life where I didn't have anybody to talk to, really, and I've had quite a few reach out and talk to me on a personal level, and I am just extremely thankful, and I feel extremely blessed to have decided to make my YouTube and have some great people behind me. So thanks for tuning in. I love you guys. Like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys very soon. Thank you. Bye.